Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. Moves Models. This is going to be my bench update for April 2018, and this is the 1st of April, and April Fools and all that's kind of been and gone, so I thought I'd get cracking and do a little bench update. I didn't get one done in March because I was quite busy in between work and a few bits and bobs in personal life, and also trying to get some builds finished for some group builds. So it's a bit chaotic last month, so I thought, you know, we'll get April off to a good start by getting a video out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over sort of my usual sort of format of what I've completed, what I've got on the go at the moment on the bench, what might be coming up soon, well in fact what will be coming up soon, and also recent purchases and things like that. So what I need to do is move the cameras around, and we will get pointed down at the bench, and I will just quickly go over what I finished in last month, which if you've been following the channel you have seen anyway, but I'll just recap it anyway, and then show you where I am with what I've got currently on the bench, and take from there, guys. So completions first of all. Obviously, if you have been following the channel, you will have seen the video builds. Hopefully you will have seen the video builds or the my entries into the hashtag Twin Brick group build run by Tim Hedworth, and also into the 50th anniversary of the Hawker Harrier buddy build run by Martin Lamont. I'm just going to quickly recap anyway because, well, it gives me an excuse to get the models out of the cabinet and have a look at them. So the first one is this lovely little aircraft here, and this is my entry into Tim Hedworth's group build, which was hashtag Twin Brit that he ran over on British Aviation Scale, and this is a 1:72 Tamiya Tornado F3, out of the box, apart from some homemade scratch built seat belts, FOD covers scratch built as well, and I got the fuel tanks out of a Revell. Actually no I didn't, no, the fuel tanks were from the kit as well. The kit went together quite well. There's a few issues around seam work around the sides of the aircraft, but overall it's a really enjoyable build, and if you haven't seen the videos for it, go and check them out. The second completion for the month was this one here, and this is my entry into Martin Lamont's group build, which is for the 50th anniversary of the Harrier. Just let me get the camera frame properly. There we go. There we go. So this is the 1:72 scale Airfix Harrier GR3. Out of the box as well. The only bits that I have used which aren't from the box are a couple of LGBs which I picked up from a Tornado boxing from Airfix, and there we go. So on a little vignette base. Once again, very enjoyable build. A few issues which were created by myself. Not 100% happy with the sort of glossy finish to it, but very enjoyable build, had great fun, really good group build as well, with lots of fantastic work out there, so it was worth it. So next, what we've got going on the bench at the moment, well, we've got this kit here, which we are building at the moment. So this is A Models Bombardier CL415, and this is for a group build on Flory models. This is for the French Fancies group build, so it has to be anything that's either built by the French or in French markings. The kit's a challenge to say the least. I'm just going to bring it up to the overhead camera here so you can have a good look at it. There we go. So I've had to rescribe a little bit, because the panel lines were here and there, everywhere. I've had to fill left, right and centre. I've got a massive sink mark here which needs filling, and it's going to be the same on the other side. I'm sort of scratch building the undercarriage up because I want to put this actually on a water dio. But it's a challenge. Let's put it that way. There's a bit of photo etch to go on it, but nevertheless, it's quite an enjoyable build. So on the bench also at the moment, we're just coming back down to the side camera here. We've got the 1/72 scale Shorts Tucano T1, which kind of put on the kind of went onto the shelf of doom for a while, simply because I was concentrating on the entries into the group builds. But I've got back at it. So since my last update, we've got it all assembled. Got the canopy on. I'm not entirely happy with the way the canopy sits, but the way I'm going to display it, you're not going to see it that much anyway. And that's been primed with some Steinor res. Just bringing it up to the top here once again so you can have a good look around it. There we go. So yeah, it's looking okay. They're not the best kits from Airfix these, but you know they're the only one really available in 72 scale. So that's coming along quite nicely. And the other one, which is also occupied a bit of the shelf of doom, was the Augusta 109, and this is also been sprayed up with primer now. So I masked it all off, primed it with Steinor res primer, and it's looking okay. Once again, just bringing it up to the top for you so you can have a look on the top view. There we go. No, it's looking okay. So that is what's on the bench at the moment. I need to concentrate a little bit back onto the CL415, as the deadline for that is sort of middle of June, so we need to get cracking on that. Next build I'm going to be starting is going to be this little chappy here, and this is Airfix's 1/72 Hawker Hurricane Mark 1. And this is going to be for the hashtag RAF100 scale group build run by Tim Hedworth again. So I'm going to do an inbox review on it, and then I will start building on it soonish. The reason I've chosen this one, the group builds only last in a few months until middle of July, I think it is, and I've got a fair bit on the go already, so I don't want something too big, too heavy to bog me down with. So that's what I've chosen. So we're going to get cracking on that soon. And purchases. Right, so purchases, we made a few recently, and we'll get those out and go through them. I've bought a couple of accessories for the airbrush, which are these here. So I have bought, let me move some things around so I don't go crushing anything. So I bought a colour cup lid for the 5mm colour cup, because I've had a few issues with splashes when I've been working beforehand. And I've also bought this little gem of a piece of a kit, which is a lockable, adjustable trigger block thing. I don't know what's that called. What's it exactly called? It's called the Quick Fix End Piece Complete Innovative Colour Adjustment of Memory Function for the Evo Lution. Basically what it allows you to do is to adjust how far you can pull back on the trigger on the airbrush, and therefore control the actual spray, which is great for me because I'm a bit heavy handed. I've been using this for a few days now. Just bring it to the top here. Actually, I'll pop it out. There we go. So I've actually started using this and I find it very useful. I might actually do a little inbox review on it. Well, not an inbox review, but a little review of it. And it's about 20 quid, but I think it's very much worthwhile the money. I've also invested in one of these. Phil Flory over on Flory Models has been sort of raving about these recently, and I must say that I've succumbed to the Flory effect on it. They're the Infini Easy Cutting boards or mats. Basically what it is, they're sort of graduated so you can make whatever width of tape you want, from 1mm, 0.9mm, 0.8mm, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5 and 0.4mm. So for masking off things, if you need tiny tape, saves having 25 different widths of tape. Right, I've also acquired a little job lot off eBay. So I spent about 30 odd quid for it, and for 30 quid I got all of the following. So some Tamiya X20A thinners, a bottle of liquid poly from Humboldt. We've got some paints, as in all of these here. Oops, that didn't go so well. So a load of Vallejo model colour paints, and I also got some oils in it as well. So let me check the ones that we've got. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah. And also got these oils as well with it. So we've got some Abteilung 502 oils, German ochre, some dark rust, some light rust brown, some sunny flesh tone, some basic flesh tone, and snow white. So I've got all of this here, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 Vallejo model colour paints, the 6 oils, 2 bottles of X20A, and a bottle of liquid poly for about 30 something pounds. I actually went on to E-Models the other day, popped all this in a basket to see how much it was worth, and it was well over 70 odd quid. So that in my mind is what defines as a bargain, and even she who must be a Bays agrees with the fact that that's a bargain. So score for the win. And I've also had one kit in. I just need to move things around so I can show you where we're at. Let's just pop these down here for a minute. There we go. And I've had one kit in, and it's this beauty here. Let's get it back out a little bit. There we go. It is the Hasegawa 172 Eurofighter Typhoon, and this is quite a decent kit. I got this actually directly from Japan, and even though we had to pay postage, it's still cheaper than it would have been trying to buy it in the UK. So just pop it to the overhead camera for you guys there. There you go, lovely little kit. I'll just have a sneak peek inside the box for you. It's full of plastic, as you can see. I will be doing an inbox review of it because it's well worth the money in my mind. So that's about that. Just let me move the cameras back round, and I'll say my goodbyes to you face to face. So guys, there you have my bench update for April 2018. Yeah, so quite happy. I've got two completed builds in March, which is pretty good for me. So that brings up to, well, 3 technically so far this year already. In between the... actually, did I show that? That's a good point. I can't remember if I showed you that or not. I'll have to check. Three builds that are completed so far this year. So the Tornado, the Harrier, and also got a little tiny Revell Millennium Falcon. And I can't remember if I showed you that or not. That's for a Flory model SIG. So yeah, three builds completed already this year, which I'm quite chuffed with. Bear in mind that we've had 3 months, that's 1 per month. So if we keep this up, we're going to have 12 completed by the end of the year. That's never going to happen. But you know, it's off to a good start. I'm reasonably happy with the way that the models are turning out. Yes, there's room for improvement. There always will be. But I'm having great fun with them, and I'm enjoying what I'm making. So happy days. I say work's on the go at the moment. I need to get cracking with that that A model CL415 because I just think it's going to be a morale sapping, mojo breaking kit if I don't sort of get it nailed down. So what I want to do is try and get all the build bit done and get into primer. And once I've got into primer, that's going to be the back broken on of that, I think. And I'm going to do a little sort of vignette for it as well. So that's that. The Tucano, the Augusta 109. I haven't got a deadline for those. the Tucano So Long It's Done for Remembrance Sunday this year, which will basically be the sort of first anniversary of, well, around about the time of the first anniversary of my friend's death. I want to have it done for then, just so it's done, and I don't know, I suppose it gives closure or something in a way. But it'll be a little tribute to Steve, yeah, so that's that. The Augusta, I'm not particularly fussed about when it gets done or when it doesn't get done. Something gets done at some point. It's sat on the shelf of doom. It's not taking much space up there, so that's that. The Hawker Hurricane, so the Airfix Hawker Hurricane, so that, as I say, I'm going to get a little inbox review done for you, and I'll get building on that one. I just want a quick, easy build. I know the kits are quite nice and go together relatively well, and that I'm looking forward to. Other than that, there's a SIG for the RF 100th anniversary on Florian models, and I haven't made my mind up yet what I'm going to build for that. I'm thinking probably a Eurofighter. That way, I've got two group builds for the RF 100th anniversary. One's going to be World War II and one's going to be modern day. So that sounds like a plan. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Typhoon kits, which I could build one of those. So I might go for one of the old Tooling Revels and break my teeth on that. I know it needs a bit of work, but that SIG runs till the end of the year, so we've got plenty of time to get it done. So that's that. And yeah, and purchases, I think I'm quite happy with what I've got in at the moment. RF cost, well, there's going to be the IPMS Shropshire model show RF Cosford next weekend, so I'll probably be buying some stuff there. I'll take my camera with me and get some photos as well, and maybe even try and get a little bit of a video as well, to show you a little bit of a show report. And I know there's a fair few YouTubers going, so it'd be great if we can try and meet up. I think Model Art 633 is going, Impulton said he's going. I know Phil Flory and the gang are definitely going, so be popping by to say hello to them. And yeah, so if anybody is going to the RF Cosford IPMS show, the Shropshire Model show, drop us a little comment underneath or PM, and it might be good to try and maybe arrange a little bit of a meet-up. I'll probably go in with my father-in-law. We tend to sort of do boys' days out, so I'll see whether he's up for it, and if he is, brilliant. If not, then it'll be me on my lonesome. But I'm sure Ted will come along. He always does, and it's a good excuse to get out and have some boy time together. So with that, I think that wraps it up for this month. For the April 2018 update. I've just got left to say thank you so much for following the channel, the new subscribers. I think latest tally I'm up to about 59 subscribers, so I've gained another 9 subscribers since I did the stash tour. So that's really encouraging. There's been some really kind feedback and comments on the videos as well, so that's very, very encouraging as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've, as I say, had a good Easter weekend, because this is going to be going up on Easter Sunday, and I hope that you get plenty of modelling time and that you enjoy it. So all I've got left to say is take care guys, happy modelling, and we'll see you soon. Bye.